Hey guys, you're listening to Cove the podcast, okay? Want to do a fucking deep dive and provide fucking value? And listen to these fucking guys, okay? Do what makes you fucking happy. Do what makes you fucking love what you're fucking doing, okay? Listen to this fucking podcast. Shit.
Good shit. Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, let's go. That shit
Love it,
funny.
bro.
All right, boys, we're back. Massive episode today. Welcome to the podcast, Neema Naz.
Hey.
Welcome.
What's up? What it do?
Dude.
Gang.
So, how you been?
Good, man. You know, just ate lunch. So I'm
Oh,
pretty well nourished, you know, feeling good. Went for a nice walk, sunny day, got those lumens.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great day, man. How about you guys?
Oh, we're doing great, man. It's great to have you on. Also a great day out, nice and sunny. So
Fuck
it's
yeah.
feeling good today.
That's good. We're on 3 different time zones too, so that's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
It's good. We'll keep each other in line there. For the rest of
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
But yeah, I just kind of want to ask you about, being a TikToker, doing YouTube, kind of like the social media. Like, how's that been for you? Like, what's the journey like on that?
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, I appreciate you calling me a TikToker, but I'm actually a comedian.
No, I know that.
But yeah, I know. A lot of people say that anyway, so I don't mind. People have been calling me a YouTuber for like since I started. So, but yeah, no, I've been doing comedy since 2014. It's been about like 7.5 years at this point. And yeah, man, I dropped out of school to just pursue all this shit. Like, 'cause I love comedy, acting, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I've been going hard ever since. And you know, it started off on YouTube. Obviously, I do stand up all the time, and you know, sketch comedy. I act, and you know, I recently got on TikTok like 2-3 years ago, and Instagram pumped out more content on there. Just a lot of fucking content, bro. Content. That's it. Yeah. So that's it, man. You know,
Yeah.
now we're here.
Yeah, no.
Now we're here.
Now we're on the Cove podcast.
Now we're on the Cove
Hell yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, one thing I always like stumble across on your TikTok or YouTube or whatever is the Gary V impressions. Like,
Nice.
how did that kind of like aspire? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, where did that start?
Well, honestly, it started like 3 years ago, roughly, where I was actually in a low point in my career with, you know, just like I didn't really know what I was doing. I was kind of lost, and then I stumbled upon Gary Vee's content, and me and my brother and the people around me were really heavy into watching his stuff, and he definitely shifted a lot of my perspective on making content and all that stuff, and it really kind of like kicked my ass into starting to post more shit and just post stuff, whatever I think is funny, whatever I like to do, just fucking post shit and don't even worry about it. And so I really took what he said to heart from the beginning, and it's been working, man. Like building the community, answering comments, you know, just providing as much value as possible. And yeah, man, it's been going strong ever since. And now it's got to a point where he's actually seen my stuff and he follows me now and he comments my stuff, which is pretty crazy. And it's literally just me taking his advice, and it's gotten me here. So it's fucking.
Yeah, well,
it's pretty awesome.
that's a cool circle to go around.
I know, right? Yeah. Never thought it would come, but it actually happens. And that's what happens when you just fucking do shit that you like doing. I don't
100%.
Every day I enjoy posting the content I post or whatever I'm doing in my day. It's just because I'm happy doing it, and it's led me to here.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Honestly,
wow.
so crazy. Like, do you know like Gary V at all? Like, has he texted you, reached out, like, or is it pretty much just like a follow and like he likes your stuff? Or
Yeah, yeah. He actually messaged me like a few weeks ago. Yeah,
Wow.
he messaged me and he was like, I cheer for you heavy, bro. And that really that was super cool to see someone that I look up to tell me that. And it's pretty crazy because now we're at a point actually where there's going to be a couple of things that we're going to be working on together in the future. I can't say what it is, but
No,
it's
100%.
yeah, it's like pretty crazy where it's gone to.
No,
Yeah,
100%.
wow.
Yeah,
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That is
So
so cool.
crazy. Now I'm kind of curious what it is.
I know, right? Yeah, don't worry.
Keep it on
You'll find out eventually in the near future. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean, like maybe off camera. I don't know. Let's find out.
Nah, maybe we'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah,
Never know. But yeah, no, that's crazy. I mean, like I've been watching obviously your stuff for some time now, and
Thank you.
obviously like showed Matthew, showed the team here.
Yeah,
And,
Nice.
it's awesome content.
Yeah, it means a lot.
everybody's repping it. So I mean,
That's dope.
it's
What
great.
what kind of stuff did you guys stumble upon of my content at first?
Matthew, you go first.
Oh, I stumbled upon actually your Gary V
Oh,
impression
okay.
TikTok.
Nice. Okay,
So it was
cool.
pretty cool to see. Yeah.
All right, cool.
I didn't
Yeah.
really recognize you until Ethan said, and he's like, "This guy's coming on the pod," and I kind of put two and two together, and I was like, "Oh."
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Nice.
No,
That's dope.
for me it was because you're filming with Owl a little bit too, right? Like Sean, Wolfie, those guys.
Oh yeah.
The
The elbow group. Yeah.
Yeah, those guys.
Right.
And then the I think you were doing the what impressions? What's his name? The chef
Gordon
Ramsay.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay. Yeah.
Ramsay.
Right.
Ones. And then like the kind of like the trick or treat ones too. Like
Oh,
those,
nice. The series. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, those ones are good.
Right.
But
Nice.
to be honest, the one that got me was the Subway order.
Oh yeah, the hockey guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Proper.
Right.
Yeah.
Proper. That's
That shit
proper.
was
Yeah.
so funny. So funny.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that's crazy. I love hearing what different people like for my content because I like to think it's very diverse at this point, and it's cool to see the variety that people enjoy. And the hockey ones is crazy because I grew up with all those people. I literally grew up with a bunch of OHL players or in high school, and like this is just how they spoke. And I was like, I'm just gonna do this, and it blew up, man. Like all those like videos like really did really well, and it's actually one of the favorites on my TikTok right now. So yeah, it's fun to do. I love it.
Crazy. Do you know like what the numbers are by any chance, or
For what?
for the Canadian,
hockey?
the hockey TikTok one?
The Subway one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's almost at like 3 million views right now, and like I don't know, a couple 100,000 likes, but
Jesus.
a lot of comments, definitely a lot of comments, like 50,000 comments or some shit.
Yeah,
But
Jeez,
but like yeah, I mean that's just one video, it's like not gonna make it or break it, but it's just pretty cool to see that that many people really fuck with it, and there is a market for that stuff. So
no, for sure.
it's nice.
And,
Sweet,
like,
sweet.
how's the algorithm been like on those videos? Like, have you
Yeah,
seen like
finding what people like.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, recently my shit's been shadow banned like crazy. For the past like 2 months, it's been pretty much stuck at like very low views and no increase in followers. But last week I actually posted another hockey video and that blew up, and then now it's like back on the back on the wave. So yeah, I mean like it just depends. Like you just have to like keep going. Like I could have obviously not given up this whole time, but like I'm so far into my career at this point where I've seen this before, where I'll just be in a slump for 2 months, 4 months, a year. But like I just know eventually when you keep trying and keep going, it's gonna
Something's
eventually
gonna
pick up and something's gonna hit. And so that's what happens every time. So
absolutely.
yeah, man, it's I'm not really phased by that stuff anymore, but it is kind of shitty, and because I'm like, why the fuck am I getting shadow banned? But like all these other stupid ass accounts you see doing nothing, shaking ass and shit are getting millions. But I don't know, that's just how it is, and just have to keep going.
No, 100%. I
It
mean,
is what it is.
The person I look up to the most obviously is one for sure you. I mean like
Oh wow,
the
that means a
content
lot.
that you do and stuff is super inspiring, and like
Thank you.
obviously like what you're talking about right now is like being shadow banned stuff, which honestly like that's not fair. I mean like
Nah.
you're doing like original content, right? You're having fun. Like I stumbled across like your Instagram stories
Nice.
I don't know, a few days ago, I guess.
Yeah.
You're talking about the whole situation like on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, yo, like, why this guy? Like,
I know.
like he hasn't done anything wrong. Like he's just making fun, having fun with people. Like, like that makes everybody's day better. Like on a mental standpoint, like for people to watch that kind of stuff, like, changes their
100%. For sure. Yeah, I mean that's the thing too. Even on Instagram, yeah, you're right. Like I got a couple months ago, I got a couple of my videos removed for being like against the violation of community guidelines, which doesn't make sense because there's so much garbage on those apps that are way worse than what I'm doing. And the thing is, the algorithm or those apps, they don't have the context of what I'm doing or who I am, right? So they just automatically think I'm being offensive or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not never my intention, right? It's always my intention to just like do something that's funny, that I think is funny, first of all, that other people will laugh at, and that's it. And so it's kind of shitty to see stuff like that happen. My videos being taken down or being threatened to potentially take my account away permanently. Like all that stuff's pretty whack. So I don't know. You just have to keep trying and like going at it with different ways, and making sure not to be complacent on the one app, because you never know what can happen. So
Exactly.
yeah, that's why you guys just expand and like do shit on every app as much as possible.
No, for sure. You also have like a podcast, right, with your brother there.
Oh,
yeah.
Straight
and Curly. Yeah. It's on. It's great. It's on a hiatus right now because we're just figuring out a bunch of other shit that's coming up for us. But we're gonna resume that. I think in a month or so.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just like a lot of cool stuff, cool opportunities that have been happening for us in the past couple months and coming up in the next month or so. So we're just kind of like focusing our priorities on those things for now. But doing a podcast, like you guys know, is a great outlet to just like explain yourself or your context, and just to hash out ideas and stuff like that. So
get yourself
it's great. Yeah, it's great that you guys are doing it.
Yeah, no, it's pretty sweet. I mean, for us, I mean, we looked up to the obvious ones, like Joe Rogan, like,
right?
that one out, and then Impulsive.
We looked into Impulsive.
Impulsive.
For
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I heard that one's good. Yeah.
And then obviously like Dave Portnoy with all like the Barstool stuff, like that.
Yeah.
That's the vibe, Like,
it's great, man. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
That's good. Yeah. And like the thing is, there's something for everybody, so that's good.
Yeah. Exactly.
Perfect.
I mean, like outside of this, like I play in a band.
You play in a band?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in a band.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. What do you what's your band's name?
We're called Seriously Fun.
Oh, Seriously Fun. Nice. Yeah. What instrument do you play?
I play the drums.
Oh, same. I'm a drummer.
No.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Hey,
nice. Fuck yeah.
Let's go.
You still play?
Like off and on. I actually don't have my own set right now. I sold it like many years ago, but I played for a long time, like literally for like a good 10 years, and I was in band in school, and I had a side band on the side when I was in grade 11 and 12.
Right.
But then it's been a while since I've played with like other people, but yeah, I still love it, and I want to actually get back into it now. So it's fucking sick, man. I love playing drums.
Yeah, no, it's game changing for me. I mean, I've been playing since I was 3, and like
nice.
I'm only 20, so.
Oh fuck damn, you're probably nice then. Hey, this guy's doing like 30 cymbals or some shit.
No. We keep it kind of low. Like we got to be a little proper here with like only 4, but.
Okay, it's still pretty good.
I try my best. Like I like obviously I have more cymbals, but like I'm not
right. Going nuts.
Yeah, I'm not like
use.
I'm no rush.
Yeah, no. You have so much fucking time. So yeah, no. You do you use a double kick too? Do you use double?
I have bass? One. Yeah, I don't. Don't use it right now, but
yeah, that was my weakness, man. Playing drums was with my feet. That was my weakness.
It's
the hardest.
There's a trick to make it sound like you're playing double kick.
Yeah, the heel toe method, right?
Well, there's that. Yeah, but I mean, like if you hit your floor tom and your kick at the same time. It acts as like almost like you're hitting like double kick in a sense.
For sure.
It's not crazy,
No. Yeah, that's cool, man. Well, have you guys performed anywhere?
Oh yeah. We performed all over Edmonton. We played Calgary.
Wow.
We played Canmore too, and then I guess this summer is gonna be pretty crazy for us. And
dope. Gotta come check you guys out.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, fly west.
Yeah, maybe when I'm doing a tour out there, I'll maybe you guys will have a show at the same time.
We'll do a comedy / seriously fun show.
You guys can be my background music while I'm coming on stage or doing other shit.
Yeah, I'm down.
Every time I do a show, every time I do a joke, this guy just hits the cymbal every time to crash.
Yeah. That would be good. That'd be clean.
That's how you know. Yeah.
All right, well, like, ask your brother. Like, we'll send the contract over. Like, sign a couple dotted lines. Like, we'll get
Yeah,
this
yeah,
shit
definitely,
rolling.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll have my lawyers reach out to your lawyers.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
have
for
a
sure.
lawyer. Shit, Matthew, getting me a lawyer on the
Yeah,
phone.
yeah,
Hurry up.
Yeah,
yeah. Come on, go.
you got
Do
that
it
on
up.
call.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I got a
Yeah.
question.
yeah, go
Circling
for it.
back for you, like, I mean, you said you're a comedian and whatnot, but like,
Mhm.
where did that start? Like, where did that passion come from? Did you do like school plays and you just enjoyed being in front of a crowd? Like, where did that all kind of transpire?
Yeah, so I honestly I was just a fucking goofy clown my whole life, no matter
Yeah.
where I was. Like I was always like the kid in my family to make other people laugh, my family, my parents, their friends, and all that shit. And yeah, I was obviously like class clown usually, like every time I was in school and amongst my friends. Teachers loved me because for that reason, but also hated me. You know, like it was a lot, but also really fun to have around at times. But yeah, I mean, I naturally just had that funny bone in me since the beginning, since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I got it from my mom, my dad, obviously, and because my mom's pretty funny in her own way. She's kind of goofy, and my dad's pretty dry, but he has like subtle one-liner jokes here and there, which make him
Oh,
funny. So I got a combination of both, man, and I just kind of always throughout my life, no matter what I was doing, I always wanted to go for the joke when I was with somebody. Like I always wanted to find the funny in something. So, um, yeah, that's pretty much where it started. And like obviously when I was at 19, 20, but that was when I decided to actually make it
take
an actual reality and take it seriously and go into comedy full time. So, yeah.
Crazy. Like, what is that like performing like in front of people,
the
just in
crowd.
general?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what is that atmosphere like? What is that like to you?
Oh man, it's great. It's nothing better than that, man. Honestly, it's the best feeling in the world. You can't there's nothing I've felt in my life that's better than performing on stage in front of real people in real time,
Yeah.
making them laugh and getting that laughter in your face and feeling
Hmm.
that energy
Yep.
hit you as you're
Yep.
talking and it's just like it's really exhilarating and liberating and makes you feel really good. And that's
Yeah.
one of the reasons why I love doing it so much and why I'll probably never stop doing it because it's like a hit of dopamine you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
maybe crack, but I don't know. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to do that.
wow.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Like you're saying, like feed off the energy from the crowd and like
Yeah.
they'll laugh, which makes you like
Get more into it, get more into
Yeah.
it.
and stuff. And it kind of
Gives
like
you that energy, that
Yeah,
extra
you
kick.
ride the wave. You ride the wave. You ride the
Yeah.
momentum.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like going back to like when I asked you about drums, like playing shows and stuff for me is like the same thing for you.
Mhm.
Like we feed off of people
Yeah.
and then like just it's a better show overall. It's like a
100%.
community. Like that's who that like people that watch you, like that's what they're into,
Mhm.
So it's
Yeah.
like it's crazy to see like a show like I don't know, I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but like
No, I get it. Well, I mean, like without creatives and artists, man, like what the fuck does this world have?
Yeah.
Everyone who works 9 to 5 or whatever they do that's not in the arts, like they turn to the arts
Yeah.
to relieve some stress, to laugh, to fucking enjoy music,
Feel good. Yeah.
feel good, right? So that's our purpose, and it makes that I remind myself of that every day,
oh, 100%.
and that's what keeps me going.
yeah,
That's
it's
nice.
it's
It's a good way to go. That's a good
Yeah.
way to.
Fucking proper, boys.
Oh yeah. Oh
Fuck yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Yeah. It's
So-
funny because I've never even like I've literally played hockey one time in my life when I was like
Yeah.
10, and I absolutely got fucking buckled on ice. I like couldn't even I didn't even touch the puck. I was just standing in the middle of the fucking in the middle of the rink, just like sliding everywhere. I'm the
Yeah.
worst at hockey, but I know a lot about them players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would
You learn from their lingo.
Yeah, for sure, man.
No,
Yeah.
100%. I mean, I think here. Okay, fine. Here's one person I like. Me and Matthew both know. I don't know if you can read this guy's shirt, but it says Milk Boys on
Milk
it.
Boys, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, man. Yeah, I know those guys.
Do you
Oh yeah.
you have connection with them?
Yeah, a little bit. Like,
Oh,
I'm friends with like Lucas, but he's not in the group anymore, obviously. But
Oh, he left.
well, I mean, yeah, I'm assuming that's what happened because he's not in the videos anymore, and I
No,
think
Yeah.
he just said he wanted to move on anyway. But yeah, like those guys all follow me too. Like they're big fans of my shit, so it's
Crazy.
pretty cool. Because I've been a big fan of them since I was in high school, when I was in grade 9 and 10.
Yeah.
I was watching their stuff from the beginning, and then to see that now they fuck my shit and see how big they've blown up is pretty awesome to see. And yeah, hopefully I think like one day when I can go down to the States, maybe do like a collab with them or do something. But yeah, they're fucking, I love their shit.
That's
Oh, yeah,
so
there's-
sick.
That's cool.
I know. Yeah, it's great. It's funny actually because whenever I do these hockey videos now in the past couple of years, all the comments I get on TikTok or whatever, they're like, "Yo, this is just an Nelk Boys impression. Yo, this is just a Kyle impression." I'm like, yeah, but it's not like they invented hockey slang. But
No.
the thing is, they've blown up so much in the mainstream
Yeah.
to other people around the world that they think that it's how they speak only and not actual hockey players like before them, obviously. But I mean, that just shows you how much impact they've had culturally on Canada and the hockey talk and all that shit, right, across the world.
100%.
So it's pretty dope to see.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's I don't know. I think like that video that you did with I can't remember his name, but you guys were doing the whole like Full Send podcast with Gary V.
Yeah, my friend Nav. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, had that.
And then
Yeah.
obviously like I reached out and I was like, yo, like we got to get you on.
Yeah,
But,
for
like,
sure.
Like that kind of stuff, man. Like I don't know what it like. It's just something about it just gets me fired up. Like absolutely, like I just get it's a little lit. Like I don't know.
Hey,
I
I know
fuck
it's
with it.
fucking litty, bro. I know. I feel you, bro. I get it. And I'm the same way, man. It's because it's how you grew up. It's how you're like, you know, who the people you grew up around and just the culture you were around growing up. And it's relatable more than anything. So
No, 100%. Yeah.
it's nice. It's fun to see.
This is like by far my favorite episode I've ever done. Like 100%. Like
That's great, man.
I've had one of my other like favorite bands come on last
Cool.
like a couple weeks ago,
Oh,
Cleopatra,
nice.
and so like
Okay.
now I'm doing this one and it's like wow,
Okay.
it's crazy. It's great.
Hey,
I
man.
love it.
That's it, man. You never know who you can talk to or what opportunity you'll get if you just try.
Yeah, shoot
Yeah,
your
You
shot.
know, shoot your shot, reach out, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah. So I stumbled yesterday across your club.
Yeah, the stupid club. Yeah.
How do you say it?
It's stupid.
Oh my god, we're talking about this last night, and I'm like, yo, I swear if you say that on
You
camera,
weren't sure how to pronounce it.
we're
No, it's
gonna
all
get
right.
canceled. We're gonna
No,
get
no.
canceled
Who
now.
cares? No, I don't care.
Yeah.
How did you guys pronounce it
Well,
before?
you say it. You go for it.
Me? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
man,
said this is stupid.
The what?
I said this is stupid.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
good.
okay, yeah. But I was just like,
It's not
come
really
on.
that hard. Yeah, it's
No,
just-
no, I get that, but I was like panicking, like we're just like
Yeah.
trying to prep
Yeah.
for the video, and I'm like, yo, if you start the episode off like, yeah, so how's your stupid club going? Like, I'm sure like nobody would like we get canceled, like.
No, yeah, you're right. I mean, it makes sense because if people don't know who I am or
Yeah.
whatever, they just think you guys are fucking shitting on me.
Yeah,
no
no,
reason,
no.
yeah.
We're not shitting on you.
No, I know. Yeah, I know. You can't. It's really hard to fuck up that name. So, it's pretty easy. But, yeah, it's a secret club that I created recently with my team because of all the fucking bans and shit that we've been getting and all the violations. So like now it's like it's like a private email list where people can sign up and they get updates on like shows I have coming up in their city or merch eventually, you know, live events, special things, little perks for you know the club members. Kind of like Full Send Club in a way, but
Oh
on a
yeah.
smaller scale, obviously. But yeah, like I had to start somewhere, right? So
100%.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
and and if you don't know what the stupid club, why I named it a stupid club, it's because so I'm Persian, I'm Iranian. I don't know if you guys know anyone of that background or
I think I
culture,
do.
but
Yeah.
so like it's like the Middle Eastern, right? So we like for Persians especially, like our accent, it's typically, well, as an example, my mom, she has very broken English, and the way she would pronounce stupid is stupid because Persians can't pronounce like the S. If there's a word that starts with an S, they can't pronounce it without having an E in front of it. So like it's like stupid is it like stupid, I don't know, school would be a school, or fucking I don't know, like sports would be a sports, like it's like very fobby, right? And so that's where I came up with the stupid. It became a big trademark in my community of people say it to me all the time now, and it's become a thing. And that's why I made it into merch too, and I don't have it on right now, but well, it's not merch yet, but like I made a couple for myself to wear in my videos, and people
Right.
really just to see what people think and if they would fuck with it, and it's a
Yeah.
big hit for sure. So
Awesome.
eventually I'll
Oh,
be putting
okay.
out merch with that stuff, and yeah, the Stupid Club is something that I was like, it means a lot to me and to my audience and my community, so I'm gonna name it that.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's sweet. I don't know. I just like we're kind of looking at it last night. And I was like, oh, this is sick. And then we you got your tree link and stuff, so it has like all your
Yeah,
stuff on there. And I
social.
was like, we're going back and forth.
Mhm.
We're just like looking at some stuff.
Yeah.
And then we stumbled across the club, and I was like, yo, like definitely got to bring this one up because like
Mhm.
obviously it talks like it shows like your stand up and like
Yeah.
and whatnot, and so like
Mhm.
I guess what my next question would be was like what's the summer like for you? Like what kind of shows you got? Are you touring? Are you going out anywhere else? Like what's the plan for
Yeah,
Neema Naz this summer?
where's the plans taking
Yeah.
you?
Well, yeah, I'm working on a couple big things right now for a YouTube show. I'm starting beginning of April. And it's going to be funded by this big Canadian company, and I can't say the name yet, I don't think yet, but that's something that will be released beginning of April. It's a weekly segment I'll be doing, which is nice. And they're funding the whole thing, and so pretty much just expect like a lot of high quality, more in-depth content on YouTube now. And also yeah, I'm working on doing a stand-up tour, a mini stand-up tour, my first one pretty much in the summer. I don't know when, probably like July or August. But yeah, like I have my own special shows that I'm headlining coming up. One is April 2nd, and it's already sold out. It's been sold out, like it's sold out in a day, not even. So it was pretty sick to have. And yeah, fuck yeah, yeah.
Clap it up, clap it up.
Yeah, let's go,
Yeah.
boys. Fuck yeah, boys.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's get fucking Dickard, boys. Let's get it.
yeah.
So and that's all courtesy of the Stupid Club. So the people who join the Stupid Club, they have first access and they sold out quickly. And that's the beauty of having that. And so I'm gonna be releasing a few more headline shows in the next couple months as well. And eventually, hopefully, I'd like to come to different parts of Canada to do the mini tour, like Ottawa, Montreal, Edmonton, Calgary, obviously Vancouver, and all those places around there.
100%.
And then like maybe in the East Coast a little bit, maybe Nova Scotia or stuff like that. But yeah, so
100%.
working on that shit.
So I got a question for you. You said you right?
Sorry?
You that background?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a little bit of Lebanese in me. I'm not.
Oh, cool. Okay. I thought you were completely white.
Yeah. No. Well, my last name,
Yeah. Well, your last name is Lebanese?
No.
Wilson.
Oh wait, no. What am I saying? Oh,
Wilson.
Wilson. Oh, sorry. I was like, yeah. No way. Fucking Lebanese guy's name's Wilson.
Yeah,
Wilson.
That's
exactly.
for sure. Yeah.
Anyways, I was wondering what kind of cuisine do you guys have? Like, what's your favorite meals?
Yeah, that's a good question.
What's your parents- yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm lucky because my mom's actually like a Persian chef. Like she's been doing that for like
Oh.
30 years. So like I've always had the luxury of eating at home with her cooking. But it's pretty much it's very Mediterranean. It's very like a lot of spices and herbs and a lot of like lamb and beef and shit like that, like kebabs, a lot of kebabs and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Similar to like Lebanese or Egyptian or like
Yeah.
Arab foods, but it's not like shawarma where it's like fucking like cutting out the spit and putting it into wrap. It's more so just like full fucking like little like metal things of kebab, and then they cook it and then they eat it with a lot of rice. It's a lot of rice and like basmati rice and saffron and shit like that. It's like very rich flavors. Yeah, I think it's honestly like one of the cultures that has like some of the most variety of flavors and spices. It's pretty good, really good. Yeah, it's proper. And the sweets are really good too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you guys. I'm assuming you guys have never tried Persian food.
That's not true.
I have.
I definitely have.
In Vancouver, bro. You're in Vancouver?
No. I'm in Edmonton.
No, you're in Edmonton, but
I'm near Vancouver.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's like the hub of Persians, bro. Like it's fucking probably restaurants everywhere.
Oh,
so, yeah. But Edmonton, not so much. I mean, there's still definitely a little bit of a Persian community there, but not as much as Vancouver or Toronto. But,
Yeah,
no, it's really good shit.
Yeah, I'm a big shawarma guy. So
yeah, so you probably like some Persian food too.
Oh no. Like
Oh, yeah.
I'm down with like
You'd love it. You love it. Yeah.
Kebabs, like,
Ooh, buddy, you'd love it.
oh,
But kebab makes that hot,
Woo-hoo.
nice, juicy kebab with some butter and rice. You mix that shit
Ooh.
in, it's fire.
bro,
Yeah.
that might be the food we eat tonight. Honestly, I mean,
Yeah.
Bro, do it up, man. Do it
hey,
up.
yo, ma, what we have?
Cook her
That's
up.
it. Yeah.
Hey,
Yo, mom, I'm sick of this fucking ham and cheese shit. Give me some Persian kebab right now.
bro,
Yeah,
that's proper.
exactly.
I haven't heard something like that in a long time. Yo, give this man a nice little clap.
Come
you know
on,
what I
man.
mean?
Oh,
Are you fucking
oh, yeah.
chopped, bro? Are you dumb, dog? That's
Yeah.
it. That's good. Well, yeah, man. Maybe when I come down to your cities, we'll go for some Persian food. We'll see.
100%. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we'll shoot some content,
Yeah, that's it.
you know, and
I'll speak in my language so you guys get hooked up.
100%. Yeah, 100%. This has kind of been on my mind for a while, but like, like with the Gary V stuff, like you're always talking about like blueberries. Like, where does that come from? Like,
You always ask me that.
yeah, I'm kind of confused. Like, does he
Yeah.
love blueberries? But
He does.
Like,
He fucking loves blueberries. Okay.
Does he go to garage sales a lot, or like is that like?
Yeah, he does, man. He literally all he talks about is how he fucking eats blueberries like for lunch, dinner. Like he eats that shit. Like that's his shit. Like he like that's the only fruit he'll eat too. Like there's a video of him that was recorded on his Instagram, and he's in a lunchroom or staff room or some shit. He's getting ready to go on stage or something like that. And they gave him obviously like a bunch of food and like platters and stuff like that of fruit.
100%.
And you literally D-Rock, his camera guy, walks in and his guy's like scarfing down blueberries, and he looks at D-Rock. He's like, bro, all I fucking eat are blueberries, okay? That's my shit. That's all I fucking eat, bro. You look at this. And he points to the fruit platter, and it's literally all the blueberries are gone. Everything else hasn't been touched. All the fruit. Like he loves blueberries. So that's where me saying blueberries comes from.
100%.
And he talks about it a lot. And he literally, there's videos, there's a compilation of him saying blueberries, fucking blueberries, and like he just goes nuts. It's so funny. And the garage sales, yeah, same shit, man. Like he always preaches about garage sales and how to flip, and like, you know, it's like pretty smart. You know, he loves doing that. So yeah. Yeah.
Sweet. That's sick.
Fucking right.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What so obviously like we know Gary loves his bloobs. So what's the so like how do you make the TikToks exactly? Like what's the plan there? Like how do you kind of make that into a video? Like what goes behind the scenes like with like preparing for a video? Like I've seen the bloopers obviously, like must be hard to keep character at some points, but like how does that work? What are you doing for that?
So I have a whole folder in my phone it's a notes folder of like all the video ideas I've ever had since I started doing this shit like 7 years ago. And it's just like massive catalog of ideas that I've written down over the years. And you know, most of the ideas are kind of shit. Obviously they're not that great, but you never know what you can get from them if you just write it down, because I could write something right now and not know what to do with it, and then 2 years from now I'll look back and be like, oh fuck, now I have a funny idea for it, and then it's like there's a video there. So I just kind of go with the flow, and I see what I have in my notes. I think of some ideas, I watch some videos, I do my research of what I'm about to film, and that's it. I just kind of go from there. I keep it simple, like I keep it original as much as I can to myself and who I am and what I would do that's funny. And I just kind of think whatever I think is funny, I literally will just do it, and then people seem to like it, so I post it, and that's it. I don't even think about it too much. And even if the video bombs, which has happened many times, I just kind of like I look at it, I'm like, oh, that's fucking bullshit, but then I'll just move on right away, because there's no point in me dwelling on it. It's just the way it is, man, and it's like I just have to move on and start the next video, and that's it. So
100%
clean.
Yeah,
definitely very clean. But like, so again, I'm gonna go back to the whole like watched your story on Instagram, but like you were talking a little bit about your YouTube, and like you're on it for so long, and then like to see, you know, a few stories blow up and like help your page has been like absolutely massive.
Yeah.
So like honestly, like again, clap it up. Like that's big.
Fuck yeah.
That's sick. I don't know how. I think we're gonna have to make a clap montage at this point.
You do.
Clap. Oh shit.
Clap for almost everything. But
that's it.
yeah, no, I just like after seeing that video and stuff, and like you explaining like we're on the grind, like we're only going up from here and stuff like that. It's just like it's crazy. Like one, and it's super inspiring for everything else. Like that's just like I mean, I'm happy for you. Obviously,
Thank
like
you.
you're
Yeah.
doing some great things here, and so
Yeah. I appreciate
uh,
that.
to
Yeah.
see
And
what's transpiring is crazy.
yeah, man. And the YouTube thing is crazy because I was stuck at like 7,000 subscribers for 7 years at this
Right.
point. And then literally within a week, it jumped to 50K. And then now I'm at
Oh wow.
60K officially as of today. So,
Crazy.
man, it's fucking crazy to see that shit just blow up out of nowhere. But it's like, it's proof that like I fucking had patience this whole time. Patience, like to fucking, I had to wait it out and have and just keep going and keep trying every day.
Yeah.
And because I didn't know how long it would take, and I
Right.
still don't know. Like the
Yeah.
point is the point is that like sometimes it will just pop up like that. And it has. In the
100%.
past 2 weeks, I went up fucking pretty much like over 50K at this point. Yeah, more than
Fucking
50K.
crazy.
But in 7 years, I was at 7K. So it's like
Yeah.
that just
Yeah.
shows you that you never know when it's gonna happen. So just keep trying and keep going, and
100%.
it'll eventually fucking work. I believe in that every day. So
100%.
that's all you can do, and it's only gonna go up from there, like you said.
Yeah, no, it's really cool to see. So like when you first started getting like following on TikTok or like YouTube or I guess Instagram, like what was that like overall reaction? Just like it's sick to see people like fucking with me, or like what was the overall like
Yeah.
thought on that?
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah.
Man, honestly, yeah, I believe in myself so much to the point where even if people don't like me or don't fuck my shit, it doesn't really phase me because I have to ultimately do what makes me happy at the end of the day,
100%.
and I got to do what I love, right? So,
Yeah.
but I know naturally I'm funny enough that like there will be a majority of people or a lot of people who will fuck my stuff eventually. So I
Yeah.
just kind of
Hmm.
keep that mindset and I keep going. And then yeah, like obviously I see all the love, I see some hate here and there, but I don't ever let any of them affect me because I have to still stay on my own path and not get
100%.
too caught up on the highs or the lows.
Yeah.
Because if you get caught on the lows, then you get discouraged and you'll give up and all that shit. And then also it'll hold you back. But if you
Yeah.
get caught on the highs, that's also not the best thing either sometimes because you might let it get to your head and you'll build up this fucking inflated ego and think you're some god and it'll fuck your shit up. So
Yeah.
I just kind of keep neutral in these situations and I just observe and I'm very appreciative and grateful to see that there are a lot of people who do fuck my stuff and it's great to see that I'm on the right path and it's only
100%.
gonna get bigger and bigger and I'm gonna blow up.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's just really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
It's
thanks.
I gotta ask
Yeah.
too, like what was the platform that blew you up? Like what was the video? What was the moment that you'd say was like, okay, now I'm on with people's shit?
Um, or- Originally the first one was TikTok, um, and that one really like helped me a lot.
Yeah.
It was hot for like a few months. I got up to like yeah like probably I hit 100K within like a few months, which was pretty nice. And then that kind of translated into Instagram, and Instagram started blowing up on its own
And
in
yeah.
different ways.
right.
Instagram was way slower for me and still is, but after I hit 100K on Instagram, it started to go up way faster because it's like some psychological thing where people see a number that someone has,
Mhm.
and it's if it's 100K, they're like, oh, okay, he must be legit, he must be
Yeah.
good or whatever, right? So
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
they,
100%.
they click follow way faster. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's the and I just try to fucking post on as many platforms as possible, and hope that one of them will blow me up or both of them or all three of them or however many.
Do you have any like clout chasers, like people that like just try to like DM you and be like, "Yo, like,
Oh
bro, like,
yeah.
we need to make content. Like, I need you to do this. Like, sing happy birthday to my mom." Like,
Yeah,
is there
yeah.
anybody that like kind of like, in a sense, like clout
Right.
chases you? Like,
Yeah,
is
for
there
sure.
anybody that does that? And like,
Yeah, I've had that many times. Like obviously this guy named Ethan too, like big time,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Throwing money.
One of the biggest cloud chases I've ever seen, it's pretty
Oh
crazy.
damn.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
yo,
No,
that's okay. I'll take it. I'll fucking take it.
there are a lot of people who are like, yo, you're hilarious. Yo, we should clap. Yo, you're hilarious. We should do this video. I'm like, bro, like your account is private and you have fucking no videos. Why the fuck would I, why would I collab with you? Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's not like, I'm not hating on people who, actually do content and don't have followers. I don't care about the followers. It's because all I care about is, are you doing shit? Like, are you actually funny? Do I find you funny? Like, that's what matters to me, right?
Yeah, no,
At this point, especially where the bigger I get, I have to be more selective. It's just, because I have less time. So, yeah, there's a lot of people who just like, they just kind of like say random shit like that and expect me to want to be like, yeah, for sure, man, let's do a video. I'm like, I can't. First of all, there's so many of those people. Like, I can't obviously cater to all of them.
Yeah.
And second, a lot of people just don't get it. They just think that I'm just some guy in my basement, which I am technically in my mom's basement. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I treat this shit seriously, and I've been treating it as a business this whole fucking time. And I'm
100%.
like working towards like building an empire here, like whether or not it seems that way at the moment, but like it's gonna get there, and it's already on its way. And so sometimes people just don't take it seriously, or like they think I'm just doing it as a hobby, which I'm not. I take it as a real job. And
100%.
so for those people, I just kind of either ignore it, or like I don't even like entertain it, or I just be like, oh, sorry, like I'm just so busy at the moment, I just go,
Yeah, no, because like once you start feeding into it, like they're gonna be like, yo, look at this, like he's gonna try his best to like come and make an appearance on like a video or something. It's just like,
no, I don't.
it's like, to you, it's like it might not be like the best for you. It's like, it's also a branding thing too, right? Like if you
for sure
hang out with the wrong crowd, like is that gonna like
exactly
up your career in some aspects? So
right.
It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, you also have to be that's why I'm saying you have to be selective, because there's certain things that could just like make your brand look shit or bad or negative in a negative way, and we don't want that. So
No.
but like podcasts and stuff, I actually enjoy doing other people's podcasts, because I get to, like I said, explain my context and actually have a platform to really like, talk about ideas that in a way longer form than just like a story post, or it's like way different. People can really listen to what I'm saying, and they can understand who I actually am, rather than mislabel me as a racist or this and that or offensive because of my content they're looking at.
Right.
So
I don't know, it's a slippery slope, but
a lot of people get caught up in that shit, but luckily I have the right people around me to kind of ground me and kind of guide me into the right path. So and that's the thing I'm very grateful for too, because a lot of people don't have that, where I'm in my position. They don't have the right people around them, and they end up making bad decisions, and they fuck everything up, and they just come crashing down. So
like one bad little like promo video or whatever could like turn your career into something different. Like
or it just kind of cheapens your brand.
Like one thing I look at is like, I'm not sure if you're into FaZe Clan or anything like that. But you remember like Jarvis and I think Tico was involved in that like Save the Kids scam or something like that. Have you seen that?
Oh, I don't know, maybe.
No.
But
it
sounds
was
like it would be
it was like one bad thing.
It was a whole ordeal.
Yeah, it was like this thing. So it's like I'm trying to say, like, I don't know the whole story, and like
Mhm.
for anybody that's watching right now, and it's like, oh, Ethan said this, like it's not. Don't take my word for it. It's like I don't really know what went on. I'm just like, it was like an example.
So, I mean, you can go to the Nelk too, right? When they did the prank with Jesse with all the blood and shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably another reason why he's not with them anymore, because he doesn't want to take chances, right?
Wait, what happened?
Oh, do you remember the prank that Jesse did, where he went into like one of the stores with like a hazmat suit?
Oh, right. Yeah.
And all like the fake blood and stuff.
And
like carrying like the shovels. Like, how do I? Like,
that's fucked up.
That's messed up.
But yeah.
Is that the reason why he left?
I don't think so.
But I think it's a reason why he's staying on the down low a little bit.
Yeah,
doesn't want to deal with that kind of.
Right. Yeah. He's on the behind the scenes now.
Yeah. Good. I think that's always been his thing. Like, he's always been like a clothing designing guy. Like, he's always been into that, and he also wants to produce his own stuff. Like, why is he called MV? Yeah, shit, I can't talk. Why is it called
MTV?
Jesse?
MTV,
There's
yeah.
tons of reasons to why he's called that. Like he's trying to, trying to get out and do other things, not being like prank videos or whatever. I mean, he's still
Yeah, that's
doing
fine.
that, but it's
Right.
like on a bigger scale. And it's like it's called Shithole now. Right?
Shithole, yeah. I've actually watched all those episodes. They're pretty fun to watch.
Sick
Yeah,
videos.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
I could see you in one of those, 100%.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I definitely want
Right.
to do something like that eventually, and like, because I love pranking and stuff too. I haven't really done it much, but
Yeah.
the times I have done it, I'm pretty good at it. Obviously, because I can act and I can fuck around with people, and
100%.
street interviews as well is something I really love doing the most. And I just I don't have access to do that as much in Canada because fucking more than half the year it's cold as shit, and
Yeah.
I can't fucking bear being outside for more than 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
once I move to the States eventually, that's when I'm start doing like some bigger stuff like that for sure.
Yeah.
Because that's my forte, and I always see people like that do that stuff, and I'm like, wow, like it would be so fun to do this.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
No, for sure. Like, so I obviously like I've stumbled across some like podcasts and stuff that you've been on, and
Yeah.
one that hit me and Matthew was the Jack Demo one. Like,
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
he obviously did the Bring a Virgin to the club, and like
Yeah.
we fucked with that heavily. And like,
right.
how do you guys like still talk? Like, what's the connection there?
Yeah, I mean, like we kind of just like discovered each other on Instagram, and then just like he thought my shit was really funny, and like I don't know, I kind of like the stuff he was doing, and yeah, he wanted to do a collab and like film some skits and stuff with me, but it didn't really work out at the time. But then he started doing his podcast, and he's like, "You want to be a guest?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah!" So, yeah, I went on and we had a good conversation, and he's he's a very unique, creative guy. So,
Yeah, 100%.
it's fun to chat with him.
Yeah.
He's,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that would be a pretty sick guest to have on the pod. I think
Yeah, he's dope.
Like he's pretty much somebody else that I look up to too. I mean, these
Nice.
like all these guys that like you've collabed with, like as funny as it sounds, like I like all these guys that you've worked with, which is crazy.
Man,
Like it's
that's
great
dope.
because like
Yeah.
these are all people like I'm looking at like eventually down the
Yeah.
line to be like,
Yeah.
yo, you want to come on the pod? Like let's
Yeah,
get something
definitely.
worked out because like
Mhm.
I'm not somebody like to stand behind like a camera and like do some like I don't know, like TikTok
Yeah.
video or like anything
Yeah.
like that. But like I'll definitely do like a podcast. Podcast is my thing. Like
Nice.
like after like the full send and stuff, like drop theirs and whatever. Like me and
Yeah.
Matthew were kind of talking, and it was just like, yo, might as well drop one as well. And just like now you see everybody and their mom has a podcast. It's like crazy.
Legit, I know. Trust
Yeah,
me.
it's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, you gotta just do what you want to do, man. It's all that matters, and like not do what other people are doing.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta keep trying and reaching out to as many people as possible, and yeah, you never know who you're gonna get, man. So, I mean, you got me. I'm not that I'm inaccessible, but it's just that like some people might be discouraged, or like they think like, no, there's no way you can reach Neema Naz, or I'm like, bro, I'm a fucking nobody. Like, like there's a lot of people that are nobodies like me too. So it's just like just a matter of trying. That's just I'm just a human being. So
100%.
yeah.
You're like you just that last comment you made was you're a nobody. You're definitely not a nobody because I mean obviously like you have some following and whatnot,
Yeah.
and obviously like you're able to do your thing and people love it, and so like I just think it's crazy and it's like also really cool at the same time that like we have you on the pod. I mean, this whole episode is going to be all over the place, but I mean, at the end of the day, like
it's all good.
we're really here to make some content. So
that's it, man. Exactly. That's the only way you can say content is when you do your air quotes. It's the only way.
Yeah.
Like when
That's
you talk
it.
to your mom, you're like, "Hey, mom, like, what are we doing today?" Are you just like air quoting the whole time, or like how does that work?
No, unfortunately, that's just a Gary V in me. But regular me doesn't use air quotes. Yeah, thankfully.
We're almost at that hour range, I guess, pretty close here. And so, I mean, we do have until 1:30, but your call here on what else we'd like to.
Well, I got a question for him actually. I was meaning to ask you this way back. For comedians, like who's the comedian that you looked up to? Who's the guy that you kind of wanted to be as a comedian?
Originally it was Russell Peters.
Hell yeah.
Because he was the one who kind of paved the way for the cultural stuff when I was younger.
Yeah.
and I really looked up to that because I was like, wow, this guy's just like making fun of everyone's accents and shit. And it's like people are loving it. So and that's something I was really good at doing from the jump, but I didn't think I could do it for a career. And so yeah, he was definitely one of my first inspirations into comedy. And now right now, currently it's Andrew Schultz. I don't know if you guys
Oh,
have heard of Andrew
Oh
Schultz,
my,
but
yeah,
he's
the
fucking
goat,
hilarious.
the
He's
goat.
he's actually the goat. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's hilarious, man. And like I really see a lot of myself in him in terms of his style on stage
yeah,
because I like to do the shit he does. Like, he likes to just fuck around, like do crowd work and like roast people on the spot. And like I love doing that too. So and he's just hilarious. He's really smart and he's just like that guy for our younger generation of culture and comedy. So
yeah.
yeah, and he's gonna blow up even more. He's getting mad famous, so it's pretty cool
Mad
to see.
famous. So somebody that's on that Impulsive podcast is George Janko,
Yeah, yeah.
and he's also he's a comedian as well, and
Right.
and I think he also is an actor as well too. So
Yeah.
mhm.
like, have you seen his stuff? Like, is
No, I haven't seen any of his. I heard someone told me recently that George Jenko's gonna get into stand-up comedy now or some shit, but
yeah, he is.
um I knew he was an actor like from Vine days and shit like that, but
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I don't know he's gonna do stand-up comedies. But that's cool. I'm glad that he's trying it. I mean, like, it's fucking definitely one of the hardest things to do, but
oh, 100%. Yeah,
you gotta really want to do it.
no, 100%.
Be dedicated.
Is there ever been like a point in your career that you just like not giving up, but like, is there a point where like you've gotten to a really low point and it's like,
Hit the wall.
shit, like I
almost.
don't know, man, like this has been very difficult to like come out of like a slump or whatnot. Has there been a part in your career so far like that?
Yeah, for sure. It was about like a few years ago when I wasn't really posting as much content on my socials and I was just doing stand up, but like my stand up was kind of like weak and I wasn't really getting anywhere. I was just kind of cruising by and I was first and most importantly, I wasn't really taking care of myself as a person, as a human being.
Mhm.
So that really affected my career too, right? Because I kind of let myself go. I wasn't working on my physical health, my mental health, all that shit. And it was just like an unhealthy lifestyle that didn't really set me up for a solid foundation of actually getting better at comedy. So
Yeah, no, for sure.
yeah, there's definitely a couple years there where I was like, man, I don't even know if I was kind of like scared or nervous, like, oh, what if like I never get anywhere, or what if like I'm just like, this is as good as I'm gonna be, and like all this shit. I would always just kind of talk to negative self talk about that stuff, and luckily I got out of that with the help of like my brother and a couple other people around me who helped me see it in a different way and to just keep pushing. And then that's obviously when Gary V stumbled into my life too. And that's it, man. Like, yeah, but the important thing is I never gave up on myself and I still kept going, and here I am today. So it's fucking possible, man. It's fucking
No,
possible to get out of the slump.
no, 100%. Yeah, it's just I mean, it's always good to obviously talk about the low points as well, because it's nice to hear the story of like how you came out of
How
it,
you
and
came
like,
out. Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah,
just like in general. And so like we're real human beings at the end of the day. Like, we're not fake, obviously.
yeah,
So like it's okay to show emotion and whatnot. I think like, especially like in the industry of like content in general, like I feel like people don't get as vulnerable as they probably could. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like, open up like in a different side and like kind of share the more like, hey, I'm down this day, or like I'm shadow banned. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, kind of talk about their problems in a sense. And so like it's just good to see like people like starting to do that a little bit more, because it definitely
yeah,
helps the community.
definitely, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, no, my like my next question here to this is like, when you got out of that, like, what was that like? Was it pretty good after you you went through your lows, whatnot, and then like you kind of came out of that? How was the like transition after that? Was it pretty much smooth sailing, or like was there ups and downs after that?
Yeah, I mean, there obviously were ups and downs after that too, but not on the level that I was at that time before that. But I just knew that when I saw a little bit of light, and I was like, oh, okay, like there's actually a lot of potential here. So let's not be so down on ourselves. And so yeah, I just kind of like took it day by day. kept going, and like I said, I believed in myself from the beginning, and that never really left my heart and my soul.
Yeah, no,
And I realized like, oh fuck, man, I dropped out of school to pursue this shit, and like, my parents said, if you're gonna do it, do 100%, and I never forget that every day when I'm doing what I'm doing, and so that's what keeps me going. And I know that there are down days, that it's just a part of the process, and it's like it's inevitable, right? There's some things you're gonna fail on, but naturally you have to fail in order to succeed and get better. So
yeah, 100%.
it's it. It's all about making progress, a little bit of progress every day.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Like I've had weeks where I was like in a slump, and still to this day, and but like I just know it's all learning. It's all learning curve.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
It's very, very valuable to kind of go back and like look at what you've done and kind of like get yourself out of that slump, you know?
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
like it's good to look back at what
Take the positives where they are.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
100%.
So I see you got a Neema Naz shirt. Is that like
Yeah.
is that merch that you sell or?
I don't sell it. Actually, this girl who follows me, she makes merch, and
Wait,
Oh, sweet.
she just gifted it to me one day, amongst a couple other things. But yeah, I mean, like I really like the look of it and the logo, and that's
Sick.
we've been going with this logo with just for my brand in general. But yeah, eventually I'll definitely probably make some merch out of this stuff, or on hats and like sweaters and toques and shit like that.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Yeah, let me
Sweet.
know. Let me know. I'd buy some.
Sure, yeah.
100%, or
Yeah.
or
join the stupid club and you'll find out. Yeah, you have to be able to pronounce the stupid though before you join.
How do you say?
Yeah,
S-
yeah.
S stupid? S stupid club?
Stupid.
I might be a little stupid, so I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah. That's it.
Be a little stupid. I don't know.
Yeah.
Playing
very
in
stupid.
bands, man, kind of rattles your brain a little bit.
Trust me, bro. Especially drums, you're just bashing shit 24/7.
Well, my mom doesn't
Blowing
like.
your eardrums. Yeah.
Yeah. Mom doesn't
Yeah.
like that too much, but
Yeah, I get it. Same. That's why I had to stop when I stopped. It was
actually,
just too much fucking noise.
that's not true. It's not 100% true. My mom used to play in bands, and so
Oh, nice.
pretty much like it worked out pretty good for me because it's like I can carry on.
Yeah,
Or-
definitely. Legacy. Right.
I don't know, something
Yeah.
like that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Dope.
I guess like the last and like final thing I want to talk
Yeah.
about today and kind of like touch on is,
Mhm.
we talk a little bit about like stand up and like what you want to do this summer and whatnot. But like
Yeah.
the thing that I feel like most people would like to know is like, how do you come up with the material? Like, what is that process like for you?
Well, I like I mentioned with the video ideas I have another folder in my phone called stand-up material, and that's all the material I've thought that was funny over the past 7.5 years from the day I started. And I would write down everything, whatever comes to my mind, whether I'm in the middle of the shower taking a shit, fucking jerking off, like I'll think of funny shit and just write it in my folder. And like it could be terrible, but like I said, you never know where it could take you eventually, right? So obviously most of it's garbage and it's not funny material, but I just do it just in case, because like I said, maybe in 2 years from now I'll look back and be like, oh wait, I have a different mindset now. I've experienced life differently. I have a different approach, different perspective, and now I can make this joke funnier. So I just kind of like go through my folder whenever I'm about to do a show, and like I have some jokes written down in my notebook, and like I don't know, I don't typically write jokes out fully, like 100%, like word by word, word for word.
Yeah.
I just kind of like I take the premise, I go through it in my head, I say it out loud a few times, I ask some other people what they think, and then I just kind of like formulate ideas and jokes and beats and tags within the actual joke itself, and I'll just try it on stage as I'm performing, and I'll just go from there. And I like to record myself too, so I can see how I look while I'm saying it, what it looks like and how I sound, and so I can improve on that after. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, no, I just feel like sometimes when people do stand up and whatnot, like I don't think people ask usually like, how do you write the material and like what do you know, like what's gonna work with the crowd? But then again, like kind of going back into like the beginning of this episode when we were talking about stand up, you're like, you feed off the crowd, you do some crowd work, so like you kind of like you're in the minds of the crowd, so you're trying to work what's gonna make them laugh. So like that's kind of why I ask like, you know, what goes behind the scenes of like you trying to write a script or like
Mhm.
whatnot. And so like you answer the question and saying like, yeah, you have your notes and stuff. I think that's just so valuable.
Yeah,
Again, like to
Yeah.
your point, long term,
yeah, definitely.
because you know you're always growing and making new stuff. So it's like
Mhm.
it's just good to see what you worked on in the future or in the past.
Definitely,
Sorry.
definitely, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Always good to write shit down.
100%.
Hmm. So, what would be your favorite show that you've ever done for comedy purposes?
Like stand-up show.
Yeah,
What do you mean, like the just like the type of
best
show?
vibe. Like, what
Best
was
vibe?
the show that you walked out and you're like, man,
Oh,
that's the best.
okay. Honestly, I really enjoy and love smaller rooms, like with less
Mhm.
people,
More genuine.
because it's just more intimate. It's more,
Yeah.
it's like more fun in my opinion, because you get to connect 100% with everybody rather than like just the
Right.
front first few rows of
Yeah.
people. And I think comedy is meant to be in a smaller room and like with less people, and you know, dim lights, fucking low ceilings, spotlight on just me, and like because like all the focus is just on one person and the audience.
Yeah. 100%.
And yeah, so there's been many shows I've done with that where like I can make eye contact with every single person. I'm like just fucking
Right.
killing it, and everyone's
Yeah.
laughing, and like I love that the most. And
Yeah.
yeah, nothing beats that in my opinion. So
Sweet.
definitely all those ones.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah. I mean, like don't get me wrong, like big shows are pretty fun
Yeah.
too, because like but the difference is that with bigger shows and like more people, if there's a 400 seat show, for instance, those are fun because like you can say a joke and you can actually take you have to take your time a little bit more because
Yeah.
the laughs are longer.
Mhm.
So for by the time they reach the front,
Timing.
it's like
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
it's like a sound wave almost.
yeah.
It's pretty crazy. Like it's interesting because like you have to wait for the laughs to come, as opposed to like when there's 10 people in front of you, you can hear everything right away. But
Right.
400 people, it's like you gotta wait to hear like from the back to the front all the laughs, and then you carry on to the next joke, and like it's like fun in its own way too, you know.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess like it's all about timing too, hey? Like
yeah, timing and
Mhm.
delivery, yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
jeez.
so
Crazy stuff.
love it. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's been a blast here on Cove the podcast with Neema Naz and Matthew Wilson here, and I just want to I appreciate you and obviously Omid, your brother,
Yeah.
for
Yeah, we appreciate
did
you
I say
guys.
that right?
Yeah,
I say
for
that
sure.
right?
Yeah, you did it. You
Oh,
actually did. 'Cause
sweet, yeah,
it's
yeah.
actually pretty surprising. Yeah.
Okay,
You
sweet.
people
Yeah.
usually fuck his name up.
How do people usually say it?
Omid,
Yeah.
Ahmed,
Oh.
Amit,
Oh my
Amid. I don't know all this bullshit.
There's
Yeah,
a T in
Mike.
there?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
All right.
Where the fuck is the K? I don't know.
Omid?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
Omit.
Omid?
Yeah,
Weird,
like what do
okay.
you? Yeah, I know,
All right,
but
well.
yeah,
don't know. Yeah.
good work, man. It's good work.
Anyways, yeah, no, shout out to you and your brother obviously for
Yeah,
making this thing possible, and
no worries.
obviously all your links and stuff will be down,
Mhm.
link in bio and
That's it.
whatnot. But yeah, no, I just really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Best
Yeah.
of luck. Go tonight.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me on, and look forward to having some Persian kebab with you guys one day.